We're back in the Pennzoil Truck Series for the next race here at the Kansas Motor Speedway under the daytime sun. The Smithfield 250 non-pole is last race for Cynthia Bright, going to try and go for 2 in a row in the Pennzoil Truck Series. 2 are outside the 99 of Greg Lee. Then third you have Colton Yo. 4th, Michael Cantor. Running up the top 5, Landon Fenway. Then 6th, substitute for Keegan Thompson, Laura Delano. In 7th you have Jonathan Beeford. Racer in 8th, 9th, Danny Bright. Running up the top 10, William Seaman. Then the rest of the field has Code Luigi 2's inside Keith Stevens. They got Xavier Sullivan Jr. and Alex Stewart, along with Trey Rainey and Dylan Mills. Then Bubba Sir and Marcos Yepes, along with Alan Bowman and Christian Parker. Tim Gary to his inside Las Vegas winner Luke Rainey. Then you got Jack Canoramo and Riley Spraylutu. Then Justin Heath and Justin Zidell. JJ Reed and Jonathan Raines. Then you got Jennifer Beeford and Michael Ferris, along with Gustavo Rocha and Christian Richardson. Then Jeff Moses and points leader and Daytona winner Griffin Lynn. Then rounding out the field, you got James Ryan starting 35th and 36th here today. Isaac Nichols in the 29 rolling off at the back of the field. So that is your starting lineup here at Kansas for the Pennzoil Truck Series. Let's go down trackside to get the command.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
All right, boys, pace and rhythm all day today. Driver's compartment, crew chief, pit crew. Pace and rhythm all day, that's all we need.
And the field of 36 trucks rolls off the starting grid here at Kansas. For what's sure to be one interesting race, track position means a lot here at Kansas. Very hard to pass, the draft meaning a ton as well. You go down the straightaways, if you're in that draft, you gain a ton on them. Getting out to a big lead might not be the best thing here. Get very, very close in the corner. It's going to be very, very interesting race as the pace truck dives onto pit road. 26 laps around Kansas for the Smithfield 250. They come down into the travel. Cynthia Bright, Greg Lee front row. Let's get this thing going. Green flag at Kansas. Talk about jumping away. Cynthia Bright jumps out to an early lead, but down the backstretch, Colton Yo is charging in the number 15 with the push from Land Fenway into turn number 3. See the outside lane really slow here to start this race, and as they come off of 4, Cynthia Bright from the pole lead lap 1, but Colton Yo on the 15 on his back bumper, and along with the 9-3, Land Fenway to 3rd. Those front 3 pull away. Now Colton Yo trying to get by Cynthia, and turn number 1 moves to the inside already. No help though. Fenway went to the top, but easily Colton Yo gets by on the inside lane. And here comes Jonathan Beeford, going to try to go from 4th to 2nd as they race their way down the back. Yeah, Jonathan Beeford got a great 1 and 2 right there on the bottom. Cynthia not as great, and Jonathan Buford's going to grab 2nd. The outside lane struggling here early on as Keith Stevens moves to the inside for 2nd now. Can't get it done. Jonathan Buford clears. Now Alex Stewart going to go for 3rd. Meanwhile, Colton Yo out front and pulling away. Might not be the best thing here at Kansas. Stewart going to try and grab 3rd. Greg Lee's already gotten down to the inside. He's 4th, now going for 3rd. Trey Rainey behind him, as along with Danny Bright in the 39, as they're stacked up on the outside, racing down the back. Yeah, they're trying to run down the number 15 of Colton Yo. Right now, Yo gets out there. Danny Bright, Cynthia Bright behind him, so Cynthia from the pole down inside the top 10, but has lost a ton of ground to the leaders. She can easily gain it right back here at Kansas. Cynthia back up to the 6th position. She just passed Danny Bright. Alex Stewart now for 2nd. Down the back. Got tight down low. That's something that could happen very easily here. You get tight down low. And look at that. It's going to compound. Greg Lee's going to try and move to the inside for 3rd. You get tight in one small spot. And someone can capitalize, go to the inside, move you up the track, and move you back a few spots as Greg Lee will grab 3rd with help from Trey Rainey in the number 18. Rainey coming up to the front and fast. Here he comes now to the inside lane for 3rd underneath Greg Lee. Once again, tight up the track, really tight up the track, almost forcing the 99 up out of the groove. Trey Rainey grabs 3rd, but not so fast. Cynthia Bright's coming back. She fell back to about the 6th, 7th, 8th position. Now back up inside the top 5, going for 3rd. Trey Rainey gets away though. Cynthia will grab the 4th position from Greg Lee though. Meanwhile, up front, Colton Yo has not been touched. Jonathan Buford has pulled away as well. Buford is trying to close down the 15 just ever so slightly here as we're coming around to 20 to go this time by. Trey Rainey now the 30 is going to try and run down those front 2. Cynthia Bright 4th, but goes up the track. Landon Fenway going to take advantage and move to the inside. That's the 6'6", of Alan Bowman. Greg Lee in the 99 trying to hold off Bubba Sir. Bubba's going to try and get to the inside. Luke Rainey behind. And here comes Luke to the bottom lane. He might make it 3 wide. Gets tight, though, and moves up the track. Michael Canto moved to the inside as of now. That is a battle for the 9th position on track. Meanwhile, up ahead, battle for 7th, Bubba Sir trying to take it from Greg Lee and easily does it. Now they're 3 wide. Michael Canto stuck to the middle. Greg Lee up top and Danny Bright all the way to the bottom lane as they are 3 wide down this back straightaway. Greg Lee's going to clear and get down in line. Same with Michael Canto. Danny Bright not going to be able to take advantage of that as Alex Stewart falling back in the number 17 is back to about the 10th position, maybe even outside the top 10. As Trey Rainey has gotten forced up high by Cynthia and Fenway. Cynthia will move to 3rd, Fenway to 4th. Now Fenway's looking for 3rd. And this balance for 3rd on back really hurting these guys as Jonathan Buford can't really close in on the 15 enough. And then Ballon, they're not closing in on the front 2 at all. Let's go take a peek at where your points leader Griffin Lynn is running right now. Currently way at the back of the pack. Trying to just fight to stay out of last. Right now running around 34th, 34th, 35th. Oh, contact James Ryan gets spun around by Christian Parker and gets Griffin Lynn. Your points leader's upside down in a vicious crash at Kansas. Jeff Moses and Lynn flips around the track. And yellow, number 1 comes out just before halfway. James Ryan spun around. They're going to race back to the line. Colton Yo and Jonathan Buford are 1-2 as 3rd place on back took the caution flag already. They have taken the caution flag 3rd on back. Buford trying to get Colton Yo. It's not going to work. Colton Yo will lead them back to the stripe. Jonathan Buford in 2nd as Griffin Lynn, your points leader, with a nasty crash. And we hope he's okay. Because obviously he has a win. He's in the chase as of now. Get out of that truck for a few races. You're going to fall in points. So hopefully Lynn is okay and has not sustained any injuries as the A1 team already knows they're out of this race and will finish in the final position, 36th. Let's check out what happened to bring out caution number 1, a vicious crash involving Griffin Lynn. So this is how it started. James Ryan in the 20 right here in the top lane. On the bottom is the 8 of Christian Parker, and Parker overdrives the corner up into the 20 of Ryan and spins that 20 truck up into the outside wall. It's going to shoot off of the wall, and Griffin Lynn nowhere to go and gets hit hard by Jeff Moses up over the 20 truck and then tumbles down the front stretch as right there Jeff Moses going to go on by that 33 truck all torn up and potentially going to be out of this race. Same with the 20 of James Ryan, but Lynn takes one nasty tumble down this front stretch, and luckily it lands on all 4s. But in the infield grass, let's look at this in real time. Then we'll go on board with Griffin Lynn. Your points leader does have an onboard camera. So right there, the 20 tipped, around he goes. We'll look at this from multiple angles as well. As you can see right there, A1 up over the 20 and then tumbles down the track. My, oh my. What a mess that was. The A1 truck all torn up. Don't even know if you can classify it as a truck anymore. It's right there, hard hit. And we sincerely hope Griffin Lynn is okay. Your points leader, as we mentioned. We keep mentioning the points leader in the chase because of the victory at Daytona. But if you have to sit out for a few races, you're going to fall in points. You might fall outside of a points paying or a chase spot. So hopefully Griffin Lynn not injured. Hearing he's been taken to the infield care center, but awake and alert. And so far, no real injuries that we can tell of. As let's go on board with the 81 of Griffin Lynn, see how this wreck unfolded from his view. Yeah, that's not something you want to see there. And I noticed they all went to the top. They probably thought the 20 was going to spin down to the inside and not go up the track, and ended up going up into their paths. So Colton Yo led them back, and they will all stay out the 15 truck. Dominating here at Kansas, but he has to hold off the field on a restart. We'll go back right now exactly halfway. Colton Yo still up front here at Kansas. The 3 trucks that were involved in the crash retired. Griffin Lynn, your points leader. James Ryan and the 33 of Jeff Moses, all out because of this crash. We had 33 trucks on the lead lap in the race. Colton Yo in the 15 is out front. In second, you have Jonathan Buford in the 77. Then the 30 of Land Fenway. Trey Rainey is 4th. Alan Bowman 5th. Greg Lee back up to 6th. Cynthia Bright in 7th. Michael Canto 8th. Danny Bright in 9th. And Alex Stewart rounding out the top 10 as they hit the restart zone. We're back racing here at Kansas as Colton Yo gets away from the 77 of Jonathan Buford. Not a great restart for the 77. Does Fenway make a move to the inside during turn 1? Here comes the 93 to the inside for second. Trey Rainey got to go to the high side. He's going to try and get down in front of Greg Lee possibly right here. But Lee stays to the bottom and might grab a few positions right here for free as they race down the back. Meanwhile, Colton Yo got a great restart, got away, let no one get to his inside. As Cynthia Bright tried to make it 3 wide there, it did not work. As Land Fenway clears for second, Greg Lee going to try and clear for third. Michael Canto going to try and get to fourth. Trey Rainey going to try and get down to the bottom in front of the 39, behind the 84. It's a very small hole. He could not make it work. As Greg Lee does clear for third, Canto now might move for third right here. As John Speedford forced up the track. Danny Bright forced up into him by Alex Stewart. And they're beating and banging as they race off of 2 down the back. Yeah, Canto gonna pull up in line in the 4th position, but now it's 4 trucks that pull away. Can they try and run down Colton Yo? 3 wide once again back here. Alex Stewart to 5th. William Seaman going for that 5th position now. Trey Rainey behind Seaman. I believe that's the 9 Riley Spraley tube coming up to the front as they're 3 wide behind. Lord Alano in the middle, just eat down low, and now Cynthia Bright in the middle making some contact. Bubba Sir down low, not giving much room to the 57 or the 66. That's not what you want to see if you're Cold or Tim Gary beating and banging in front of you. They're still 3 wide through 3 and 4. Justin Zidell ahead getting forced right. They're 4 wide off of 4. This is disastrous. Bowman into the wall with Cynthia Bright. Around they go on the front stretch. Up against the wall, the yellow will come out. And we're lucky that was only a 2-truck incident. And the field is racing back. Colton Yo loses the racing to Land Fenway on the race back. And he might lose second. Michael Canto moved to the bottom. It's going to be a fight for second. With under 10 to go, yellow comes out. We're going to have a late race restart. Landon Fenway will lead them back. Canto to second, and Colton Yo all the way back to third. As Fenway gets back in front, and we're lucky that was only a 2-truck incident on the front stretch. Cynthia Bright and Alan Bowman into the wall after a 4-wide deal off of turn number 4. Ends in disaster. Let's check out caution number 2. 4 wide off the corner. Up top, Alan Bowman, Cynthia Bright, and Bubba Sir in the middle. Code Luigi makes it 4 wide down low. And just not enough room for that. Cynthia forced up into the 66, and there's just no room down the front stretch, and they both go hard into the wall. You see some trucks take evasive action and get down low. I believe that's when the caution was called right there once the 57 was about to get all the way around that. Maybe shouldn't have been a caution, didn't need to be a caution, but officials taking, safety precautions here. There's probably some debris out there off of turn number 4. As you can see, these trucks hit the wall pretty hard right here, up into the wall. And the 57 right there almost around all the way. So some debris on the track. Caution comes out. And it's going to set up an interesting restart. Cynthia Bright had the pole. It's gone board with her. Won the last race. Looking to go 2 in a row after starting out pole. Not what she wanted here at Kansas. Meanwhile, Landon Fenway and Colton Yo were in a side-by-side battle. Fenway gets to the race lead. Michael Canto gets to second. As the race back there was won by Landon Fenway. It's going to be a restart with about 5 laps to go at Kansas. Fenway trying to hold off Canto. Colton Yo trying to get back up to the race lead. It's going to be an intense restart here late in this race. Let's get to that green flag. 5 laps to go at Kansas to determine the winner. Fenway out front. No trucks retired from that. As Landon Fenway is out front. Michael Canto in second. Colton Yo third. Trying to get back to the race lead. He's dominating this race. Greg Lee 4th, Williams even 5th. Can someone else get up there and steal it? Pace truck in, final restart, Fenway out front, green flag back out. Look at the run for Canto on the restart. Shifting in a third, didn't look like it was that great though. Greg Lee pulls over third. Canto for the race lead. Lee with the big run behind him. Down the backstretch, they're side by side, door handle to door handle. Canto has the drive to come from the 99 down low. Seaman is going to look to make it 3 wide for second now. It's go time. Seaman up into Lee. Lee up into Fenway. They save it for now, but the 9993 lose momentum. And to the racing, Michael Canto. Seaman to second. Trey Rainey going for second. Danny Bright going for third. Riley Sprayton for a top 5. Rainey stuck up top. Here comes Lord Delano into the top 5. They're 3 wide once again down the back. They're stacked up in the pack. Lord Delano clears for 5th. The battle for 6th is intense as Just Neath moves to the inside. Still battling hard. As to the stripe, just 3 to go. Canto leads. Seaman, though, is running him down in second. And Danny Bright third, trying to run them down. Trey Rainey in 4th. Watch out for him as well. Still 3 laps left. A lot of time at Kansas. It's not going to be a lot of time, though, if they wreck back there. Seaman to the back. Looking to the inside 3. Here comes William Seaman side by side with Canto 3 and 4. Move the 92 to the top spot off of 4. Trey Rainey for 3rd. He's trying to set himself up. Coming to 2 laps to go. Seaman by a nose. Trey Rainey with a huge run entering turn number 1 as they were side by side. Rainey to the inside for 2nd. If Trey Rainey clears, it's going to be a race now. 5 trucks have a shot. It's going to be 5 to settle it. Trey Rainey clears. Danny Bright, they'll come with the run. Through 3 and 4 they come. If they see the white flag, we'll end it under the green. Off of 4, they're going to make it. To the white flag. One more time around Kansas. Seaman leads. Rainey in 2nd. Bright in 3rd. Rainey looks to the inside 1. He has a nose. Danny Bright's going to make it 3 wide. No, he got tight down low. He has to let off down the back. Trey Rainey clears. They're wrecking on turn 1 and 2. Trey Rainey through 3 and 4. Great last lap pass. Goes up the track. No contest for him. Trey Rainey will win the Smithfield 250 at Kansas. What a race. Christian Richardson all torn up in that last lap melee. But Trey Rainey gets it done. He wins the Smithfield 250 at Kansas and will lock himself into the chase, we think. But season number 1 champion with a great victory here at Kansas. Let's see how the damage was done to the 22. Hard hit for Christian Richardson. He does cross the line in the 30th position. Well, this was a bigger mess than we first thought. Justin Ethan, the 3 up top, as he's going to get run into by Michael Ferris. Ferris kind of forced up the track by Jonathan Rains, and the 23 gets into the 3 and spins him up to the outside wall. Heath goes up into the outside wall. The 93 land Fenway bumped by Gustavo Rocha. Rocha gets into his teammate Luigi, and then the 3 gets hit right here by the 10. The 46 gets him up and over. The 66 lifted off the ground. The 5 of Racer Bowman, as we mentioned, Richardson, as the 3 takes a wild tumble down the backstretch. Once again, a flip here at Kansas. That's one wild way to end this race. They wrecked hard, and Trey Rainey led them back. You can see Fenway bumped there by the Rocha. Rocha goes down, gets called Luigi. Luigi sideways, loses a few positions there in the last lap. And the 3 takes one hard tumble down the backstretch. We saw a tumble on the front stretch. Now there's one on the backstretch, 31, sitting sideways there in the middle of the racetrack. 31 lift off the ground. The 66 off the ground. The 3 flips. One wild way to end it. Look at this from the camera on the wall. See, the 3 goes up into the wall. And right there, it flips down the track. And this happened behind the fight for the lead as Trey Rainey gets the line first to win. And who got second between Danny Bright and Seaman? I believe Seaman by a nose gets us. That was one wild race for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So Trey Rainey wins. Congratulations to him. Let's go check the finishing results. Here are the finish results from the Smithfield 250 at Kansas. There were 3 caution flags for 8 laps and 5 lead changes among 6 different drivers. Trey Rainey leading 1 lap, the most important one, the last one, to get to victory lane at Kansas. William Seaman ends up 2nd. Close once again, but he is now your new points leader as he has been very consistent this season. Danny Bright is 3rd, Laura Delano in 4th, doing a great job subbing for Keegan Thompson, and Michael Canto rounding out the top 5. They got Alex Stewart in 6th, Jonathan Beeford 7th, Greg Lee in 8th, Keith Stevens 9th. They have to feel a heartbreak for Colton Yo, who started 3rd and ended up 10th, but leading 15 of the 26 laps, definitely the most of anyone, as the next highest was 2. Canto and Seaman both led 2 apiece. Cynthia Bright, your pole sitter, ends up 18th. After being involved in a crash, getting shuffled back, being 18th, not too bad. She has a win already this season at Martinsville, so just looking to keep in a chase spot now. Luke Rainey, another winner this season, 16th. Not the day he was looking forward to. Down at the rest of the field, as not many trucks finished running, or I guess a lot did considering that last lap melee that took place, but 30 ended up on the lead lap. 32, Luigi actually retired from the race, but he finished anyway in the 29th position. You have to know that for Trey Rain, he has to get out of his hole that he's in the Gatorade Cup Series. This is some great momentum for him going into tomorrow's race, the Gatorade Cup Series race at Kansas. This could definitely be some big momentum for him and his 18 team over in the Gatorade Cup Series. And so let's actually go look at the Pennzoil Truck Series point standings now. 4 races down, here are the points. William Seaman takes it over with consistency. Jack Canoramo up to second. Very quiet this season. We don't talk about him much this season. Justin Zeidel up to third. Danny Bright is now fourth. And Dylan Mills in fifth. We've not talked about Mills at all this season either. Luke Rainey is now sixth with his victory. Griffin Lynn from first to seventh with that horrifying crash on the front stretch. Still with that win though. Christian Richardson eighth even after his horrible race that he's had here today. Alex Stewart in ninth. And Michael Canto with a great result ends up in the top 10. So there's your top 20. Cynthia Bright, 2 poles now this season, 11th in points with a victory. Trey Rain with his victory up to 16th in the points. That's his 1 top 5 this season as well. Greg Lee with a great result up to 12th. Colton Yeo leading the most laps up to 17th after finishing 10th. Now look down at the rest. Keegan Thompson, of course, only starred 2 of the 4 races. That's why he's down here. Lord Alano has actually passed just Heath in points, and Heath has started all 4 races. So just showing that the 3 team not having the season they want. Delano hot on the tail of James Ryan, Christian Parker, Jennifer Beeford, Jeff Moses. So Lord Alano, they might want to think about just keeping her in the truck for the rest of the season because she has done a fantastic job as a sub. In her 2 races, she has 2 top 10s and 1 top 5. Great results for Lord Delano. Maybe we'll see her in a Pennzoil Truck Series ride for the rest of the season. But Keegan Thompson feels like he's ready to come back, and he wants to come back. He will definitely be back in that 51. Of course, he is their biggest commitment right now. So the next race will be at Rockingham for the Oreo 250 Under the Lights. See you guys then.